A broken tool. That's so wrong, so wrong.
Kid. That's enough. You talk too much, you know that. Well, he fought you. His heart was breaking. You see, Haku was always too soft and too kind. I've known that all along. I'm glad he fought you in the end. Kid, it's as you said. Even shinobi are human, no matter how hard we try to escape that fact. We always fail. You guys stay out of this. This fight is for me alone.
What happened to you? The old you would never.
Nothing happened. Nothing except for the war. Too many people died in this land. All that pain forced me to grow up.
What does that mean?
That even innocent, foolish children will grow up in the face of pain. Until their thoughts and beliefs are the same as adults.
But abandoning one's love for his friends and fellow man, is that really what it means to become an adult?
Oh, Sensei. You are still merely a man. However, I, mired in endless pain, have matured and become much more than a man.
What are you saying?
Yes, I've grown from a man to a god.
In the name of gain and profit for one's nation and village, shinobi have hated and hurt each other for many years, from the first to the third great ninja wars and the conflicts in between. All of that hatred cried out for power, thus I was born. In the past I was hatred, and power, and a Jinchuriki. I hated this world and all its people, and thought about destroying both. That's exactly what the Akatsuki is trying to do now. But then, a single shinobi from the Hidden Leaf Village stopped me. He cried for me. I was his enemy, yet still he cried for me. And he called me his friend, even though we had battled. He saved me. We were on different sides, but we were both Jinchuriki. Between those who have experienced the same pain, there can be no hate! There are no enemies here now, because each one of us bears the pain of having been hurt by the Akatsuki. Now there is only shinobi. And if you're still unable to forgive the sand, then you can come back and face me after this war is over! The friend I spoke of who saved me is the target of our enemy! If he falls into their hands, our world's finished. I want to protect my friend. And I want to protect this entire world! I am too young and inexperienced to do that. So I ask you, all of you, please lend me your strength for this fight!
I'm just very sad. The reason I taught you ninjutsu was to enable all of you to survive those harsh times. You were all undoubtedly my students, and I know the world is a cruel place, but to attack me without even so much as a greeting, well, that's just too sad.
Well, it takes quite a lot for me to lose my temper too, you know. But after this mess, I've reached my boiling point. I'm Kakashi, the copy ninja. I know 1,000 jutsu, and now I'll use them all, and live up to my name!
You asked me why I'm doing all this. But even if I told you why, I doubt very strongly that the knowledge would change anything at all. But let's say that I take the time to explain it to you. What do you think would happen then? My goal is to fulfill the dream even Jiraiya-sensei was unable to achieve. As I said earlier, what I want is to create peace and bring about justice. That is noble of you. That would be justice. However, What about my family? My friends? My village? They suffered the same fate as this village at the hands of you Hidden Leaf Ninja. How is it fair to let only you people preach about peace and justice?
What the hell are you talking about?
Once, the Land of Fire and the Hidden Leaf had grown too big. To protect their national interests, they forced feudal clans to wage war against each other, and profited from it. Otherwise, the people of the villages would have starved. As it happened, our little nation and its villages became the battlefield where the great nations waged their war. Each time they did, our nation was ravaged and laid to waste. After many such battles, the great nation stabilized, but our smaller nation suffered, and it barely recovered. You and I are both seeking the very same thing. We both want to achieve the peace that Jiraiya-sensei envisioned. You and I are the same. We're both motivated by our desire for peace and justice. The justice that I have delivered against the Leaf Village is no different from what you are trying to do to me. Everyone feels the same pain when losing something dear. You and I have both experienced that pain. You strive for your justice, and I strive for mine. We're both just ordinary men who have been driven to seek vengeance in the name of justice. And if one comes to call vengeance justice, such justice will only breed further vengeance and trigger a vicious cycle of hatred. Right now, we live in such a cycle. I know the past and can foretell our future. It is the same as our history. So we believe that human beings simply cannot understand each other, and they never will. The shinobi world of ours is ruled by hatred, and hatred alone.
Each of us lives, dependent and bound by our individual knowledge and our awareness. All that is what we call reality. However, both knowledge and awareness are equivocal. One's reality might be another's illusion. We all live inside our own fantasies. Don't you think that's true, Sasuke?